I'm amped. So I wanted to come here and share a good moment with you guys. You're always hearing my stories, my cases about demonic attacks and all that other stuff. Well, I'm coming here because I'm having a very great moment. I feel good. I'm on top of my pain instead of it being on top of me. I just got done with an interview. I just got done on an interview with Chantal from Aquarius Rising Africa. Totally loved it. I'm really amped. I really enjoy giving my testimony. Um, I would love to speak at conferences again, like I've spoken before. I spoke at Pillar University. I helped the dean of students, and Pillar University set up a course called Who is Yahusha Today. Anyway, so I love doing what I do. And now that I'm fully reintegrated, I'm a little bit more comfortable to give my testimony. I can definitely take a person and put them in my shoes and let them know what it feels like to go through it. Hey, Sergeant, how are you? Yeah, the prodigal. Why can I not say that word? Princess, how are you, sweetheart? Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so grateful. She's a great woman. She's amazing. Um, she's cool. She gave me a technique to help me with my anxiety. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Breathing is very important, but so I want to watch that video that she suggested I watch. I'm still working on Joanne Breeze's testimony because I'm listening to her, which is over on Rumble. And I'm still working on the greatest untold story of Adolf Hitler. You know what? I have a different take on Adolf Hitler. And I don't even want to say, and I'm before Abba. I was like, Abba, if I really tell people what I think after seeing that movie or that documentary, oh man, I'll lose a bunch of friends. You know, it just goes to show how much you and I have been programmed, how you and I need to be diligent and have critical thinking and research and look things up. And we have to get out our shovels and dig for information because it's buried, it's changed, it's not going to be conveniently available. So I got to take my own advice, but I'm so amped, so happy. I need one. What's the tech? Wait, what'd I just say? To hook you up with Jesse and on radio and also the reveal report. Thank you. I'm going to be able to say this prodigal princess. Waking up to this world. We've been told everything has been a lie. Everything. Everything, Sergeant Braggs. Braggs? And then you got bags. Everything, everything we've been lied about, history, like the buildings, like the old world buildings that we see all over the place. We're told there's something else. We're lied to about everything. The history that we think we know, it's all a lie. George Washington is known for chopping down an apple tree, but what else did he do? We're distracted by that stupid story of an apple tree, and we don't know anything else about him. And you and I have been sold a history. There's somebody over on Facebook, the channel is Question Everything, and at the end of his videos, he always says, history is a set of lies agreed upon. History is a set of lies agreed upon. Yeah, Washington was a Freemason. I am, aren't I? I figured if I was glowing, I could come here and share it with all of y'all. I'm amped. I can feel it. I haven't felt good like this in a long time. I love giving my testimony. I get to go back for the kids that way. They didn't die in vain. I didn't forget them. And yeah, I worked really hard to be able to give my testimony. I think I'm a lot better at it now than I was in the past. But so I've not eaten yet, but I want to go inside to cook. And then I was thinking about taking a ride past the laundromat to see if they're still open, because I only did half my laundry today, but my laundry came out so good. I got to get vinegar. Because I put vinegar in my laundry. I'm going to start to use borax and vinegar and just a tad of laundry detergent. But like, I'm cleaning my clothes better. I put a lot of vinegar in the wash, but boy, it gets my clothes nice. Anyway, so yes, I need banana splits is what I need. Yes, I concur. I was thinking of the Muppet movie, when Kermit the Frog and King Prawn, or like, I think it's King Prong, are all dressed up in doctor outfits, and they're in the elevator and they're both going to each other, doctor, 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 doctor. Hey, Mystifying Mark, how are you? Yeah, okay, cool. I will hopefully see it. I hope it was recently. I'll email. It's a rough draft. I wrote it 5 years ago. There's corrections, like as far as Yahusha's name, there's a big correction on that one. And I got to edit it. But even when I edit it, I'm going to say, like, yeah, in the past I was wrong. I used to do this, but here's the correct way. And here's what really happened. So even when I wrote my autobiography, called it Kids in a Cage. I released a rough draft of it back in 2019. I want to actually go back and edit it and finalize it, because I want to end the book on the fact that Abba gave me full reintegration. My 169 altars are gone. However, I'm going to go back to my rough draft where my altars wrote it, and I'm going to go back and preserve my altars' voices, because the draft that you're going to get, it reads nicely and it translates nicely into other languages, but it does not have my altar's voice. You still hear me, but it just, when I wrote my rough draft, all the altars were popping up helping me write it. And so, like, if I had bad grammar because my altar was speaking, I would like my book to contain that bad grammar, because I want to embrace my altar's voice that was writing it. Kermit, yeah. Animal, I liked Animal. I was always scared of the eagle, the main one I was always scared of him. I remember saying, Grandma, come in, the scary one's on. I was even scared of his voice. The scary Muppets on, Grandma, and they would. Grandma and Papa would come in my room and sit down with me until that eagle was off the screen, because I was scared of him. Man, my grandparents are the best part of my life. I had a great life. I know I went through the dumbs, but my grandparents spoiled me with love and attention. They treated me great. So I did have a good upbringing with my grandparents. Email returned. It said to the other one. Okay. Really? My proton mail is still giving me problems? Damn. I cleaned that out. Oh my gosh. So if I just sent out 10 letters looking for interviews. Well, the letters that I sent out looking for interviews, if they read all the way to the bottom of my letter, it says, thank you, Holly Baglio. And then it says hollybaglio11@gmail.com, just in case, as a backup. But nobody ever reads to the end of emails. Really? Oh, shit. All right, the anxiety attack is coming back. Shit. I sent out 10 letters. And so if those people go to email me back, Proton is saying that you can't get through. It's kicking back all your emails. I'm so sorry, Teresa. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. I'm sorry for my language. Ah, shit. So those letters that I sent out, I'm not going to hear back from those people. What do I do? Heavenly Abba, I come before you. What do I do? All that panic and anxiety is coming over me. What do I do, Abba? Because I got the Proton Mail account because I was having problems with Gmail. Gmail, it was like I got hacked with Gmail. Anything relating to super soldiers all disappeared. Relating to my testimony, I should say. Anything relating to my testimony all disappeared. It's a good thing I got it stored up here. Darn it. So those 10, I reached out to I don't want to say the platforms, but I reached out to platforms, like the big named people. What do I do now? I cannot pick up the phone and give them a call. It's only by email. Hey, Bonnie, how are you? Yeah. Not right now. Don't call right now. I'm on a live stream. Mystifying Mark. Shoot. Go to hollybaglio11@gmail.com. It should go through. Oh, my goodness. That means those people. Abba, I go back and send it from my Gmail account, right? And resend all of those letters. And moreover, I had a feeling that I should put my personal information in the letter just in case. Damn it. So when I go to send it out again, I should put my cell phone number. And if anything happens, I can just easily change my cell phone number like I've done so many times in the past. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to have to go back through and look up all those email addresses again. It's going to take me an hour, easy, just to send out those 10 emails. If not, an hour and a half. So I guess I'll go back and resend out the letters asking people to interview me because they can't get back they cannot respond to me because of the Proton Mail account. My Proton email is completely empty. I got rid of everything in it. There's nothing in it. Oh, man. I was wondering why it was eerily quiet. But some of these other channels, like one channel, I got their automated responses where one channel I had to write a 2,000 character essay. Another channel I had to record myself telling a story. And their automated responses got back to me. You know, I told myself if I did not hear back from these people about about interviewing me, that in a month I would just resend the letter again. I'm going to resend the letter and I'll send it from a different email address and hopefully an email address that works and receives email. I may as well just get rid of that Proton Mail account then, right? I should just get rid of it. I'm not going to have two different email addresses. I got the Proton one mail because of the crap going on with Gmail. All right, so you know what? I'll get rid of the Proton Mail account and I'll just send everybody to hollybaglio11@gmail.com. And if something goes wrong, I'm sorry to hear that, Bonnie. I remember you telling me that. Oh man, this sucks. So I guess on the email, I should just put my private information and say, if you have any problems, boom, do this and you will get me. You will get me. I hate giving out my cell phone number. I just never do it. But I guess this is going to break me and I'm going to do something I don't usually do. I want the interview so bad. If I have to cough up my cell phone number, I will. But changing it is such a hassle. And there was a while there that I had to change it like every so often because Max Spears' ex-girlfriend, when she got a hold of it, oh my goodness, she passed it around to her friends and then there were like, be like 5 bad people all calling me. I've had to change my number because of Max Spears' ex-girlfriend on 3 separate occasions. I got stories. Yeah, right, Sergeant Braggs, because I'm not getting the person I'm emailing. I'm getting somebody on their team. But if they actually read my letter and they saw where I signed it, I did put hollybaglio11@gmail.com. Wait, who was I just talking about? Who do you hate? Who was I just talking about? Like, darn it. So I sent out all those letters and people cannot respond to me. I landed another interview. I don't want to tell you who until it comes time. I've interviewed with them before, but no wonder why I haven't heard back from them. Oh, her. Oh, duh. I can't believe, I cannot stand with that short-term memory loss stuff. Yeah, I got nothing to do with her. I'll expose her is what I'll do. She's a brat in the dumbs and there's no change now that we're on the surface of the earth. And calling her a brat is actually a compliment. That's just too nice of a word to use on such trash like her. Hey, anybody want to file a class action lawsuit? I got the emails in here from her harassing me and everything. Trying to trigger the suicide programming, telling me that I'm going to join Rusta Star 6 Feet Under. And then sending nude photos of herself with her phone number in the title. Nasty. Nasty. Max Spears' ex reminds me of the dude that collapsed my lung, his current girlfriend. She posted up naked selfies of herself, public on Facebook. Public, not limited to her friends, public. She got a whopping 6 likes. I put up a picture of myself, just a headshot, and I'll get 80 to 120 likes from just a headshot fully covered. Anyway, excuse me, but yeah, those people like that. I don't even want to say it. I believe personally, in my opinion, that she had a hand in his death because of the visions and dreams I have. I think 5 people had a hand in his passing, a direct hand in his passing. And I don't like that girl. I don't like that girl. I I don't even want to call her a girl. I don't know what to call her. I'm not trying to implicate her. I'm giving you my humbled personal opinion based on what Yahuwah has shown me. I think she's guilty. But that's the beauty of it. I'm allowed to have my feelings and emotions. Yeah. Protonic. Yeah. Really? Oh, mystifying Mark. Thank you so much for your kindness and trying it again. Darn it, man. Abba. That's why I didn't hear back from anybody. You know what? That's okay. I saved the 10,000 word essay. I could always go back and read and write another one. And I'm just going to write to these channels again and say, I'm sorry, this is a resend because apparently my main email account does not work suddenly. Like, this is out of the blue. Suddenly, Proton Mail does not work anymore. But you know what? I was looking for an excuse to get rid of the YHVH. I am not Yud Hey Vav Hayes. No, I am not. I renounce Yud Hey Vav Hey. That's some Jewish tradition crap. That's some current day Yiddish. I don't want to be involved in that stuff. I got mixed up in it. I renounce it. No. So it's just, well, yeah. And narcissistic. Yeah. Are you living in a tent? No, I'm not. I did take out a company that scans my information. Let me know. Now I had. Yeah, Bonnie, when we talk in private, I can tell you that I have something on my end where I can scan your IDs, your credit cards, and everything else to see if they've been hacked. So remind me when I talk to you personally, I can offer that to you. I can put in your information. I don't know that you want to do it because, again, you'd be having to part with it, but I can look up your driver's license and credit card numbers to see if they've been hacked and attacked and where and what happened. So if you want, I can. What this is, integral unal. Okay, no, this is my little cubby hole. Like, I come here to hang out. Like, I got a little chair. It's just a little cubby hole where I can come and sit. I can see everybody on the road. I can see if somebody walks up to the house. And meanwhile, while I can see them, none of them can see me. But I sit right here in my little cubby hole. So this is the homeowner's stuff. But like, since it's under a little tarp, I hang out here and then I can take my medicinal cannabis because I don't like to take it inside the house. And honestly, I like to sit outside and watch the grass grow. I'm either outside or I'm inside by my computer. One or two places outside, enjoying the weather. Even when it's cold out in winter, I still come outside and hang out for extended amounts of time. But that's because, I take my medicine outside. But I just like to be outside. I don't like to be closed in all the time. If the sky starts falling, I gotta have a place to run. And if I'm inside the house, I got nowhere to run. No. What did I miss? Seriously, you gotta be here. You don't gotta be here, right? Thank you for trying my Proton mail account. Even maybe others here too. Nobody is jealous. Yeah, no, I didn't even mean to bring up that J word. The J word. It's just fun. I should change the subject. But yeah, Max's ex, she's just not good people at all. At all. She leaves victims in her wake. Um Max Spears' ex, to be very clear. Yeah, see, like right now I can see the neighbors walking their dogs and her family on the street, but she doesn't even see me sitting right here in front of her. That works for me. Do I have my retouch on? I need to get facial cream. I want to get that tallow, castor oil, and frankincense. I don't put anything on. Max was an awesome dude. Yeah, I should have wrote to him. I can't tell you how many times I had the letter written up. All I had to do was press send, and I didn't press it. I wish I had kept that video I had made the moment I found out, the morning I found out he was dead. I wish I never deleted it. I wish I'd only put it on private. What an idiot I was to do that, because I really would have liked to have watched that video that I made when he died. And everybody's like, don't delete it, don't delete it, leave it up, leave it up, leave it up, leave it up. And I did not do it like an asshole. Excuse my language. It just. Yeah, we've been hearing about all sorts of stuff. Excuse me for one moment. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm going to be behind my icon for a minute or two. Yeah, I think personally that what's happening right now, we have all man made weather. I do not think that anything is natural. I do not think that that is our real sun. I think definitely ever since April 8th of 2024, it's not our sun. They're blocking it, doing something with it. Even before April 8th of 2024, I was suspect to the sun. I've been suspect to the sun since 2012. Honestly, since 2012. And the first time I saw the moon not shining properly was December of 2011 when I was in Colorado. And I even have a picture of it where the bottom half of the moon is lit. We have waxing and waning. Either the left side or the right side is shining light, but never the top or bottom of the moon. But anyway, I think it's all man-made weather. And all I can say is I cannot wait. Abba, please forgive me. But I pray for your day. I cannot wait when Enoch and Elijah, the two witnesses, arrive in black sackcloth and start prophesying, because they're going to be in control of the weather. And then the elites that are using this weather manipulation, they're not going to be able to control it. They're going to be sitting there trying to fire off their machines, and their machines are not going to do a darn thing, because the two witnesses will be controlling the weather. And that's when Yahuwah will dominate and power, and he will loan his power to the two witnesses so they can fulfill his prophecy. But they will be controlling the weather. So while the elites are out there trying to cause floods, these two witnesses are going to go, oh, no, you don't. We're controlling the weather, and what you do is futile against his power that's flowing through us to fulfill his will. To fulfill his will. Guys, as believers, we're going to be tested. We're going to be tested even until death. So hold strong even until death. That's the end, is when we die. So Earth flat, waters above and below, sun and moon and stars are in closer than they say. The sun rotates it right. I agree. And what was I going to say? The waters above. Oh, reading that, like where he separated the waters from above, from the waters below. He separated the waters. What's that, like nuclear fission type stuff? He separated water. So he separated water particles or water cells or water atoms. I'm not saying it right. Obviously, I'm not a scientist, but he separated a water atom and we have a firmament above us that is impenetrable. Four angels at the four corners of the earth. Yep. And it was Heavenly Abba that led me to the flat earth. But in 2015, when he led me to it, I almost got kicked out of my attorney's house because my attorney was like, "That's heresy. Don't you bring that crap into my house." Nature in the garden, watching the grass grow. And I look at nature, I also think if nature is the beautiful, then how beautiful must Abba be? Yes, who created it? Praise be, yes, to who praise and love, glory, honor, and worship be to who created this beautiful world for us. And all the animals in it, and birds and fish. In Yahusha's name, Selah. I agree. Praise be to the one that created this. Absolutely amazing and brilliant. And hey, if I was creator, do you know what it'd be like for you guys right now? A fun house, but without the fun. Everything would be upside down and twisted. I'd be like, I don't know. It just works that way. No, I cannot put computation down on the pad to prove it. Like, yeah, no, it's a good thing. You know what I tell Heavenly Abba, our creator? I tell him all the time, I'm so glad that you're creator and not anyone or anything else. Like, I don't even want to be creator, to be honest with you, because when I take a look around at what you did, just marvelous, breathtaking. All those good words in the dictionary cannot begin to explain what you've created. I'm so glad that, like, Satan's not creator. I'm so glad one of those fallen angels is not creator. Oh, no, that was beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. And it looks like when you're in an airplane and you look out at the edges of the earth, it looks like the edges, like it's turned up. Like, so it's flat, but it looks like the edges, like there's a turned up edge. So we're not going to go over or go anywhere. I found it interesting. If you look up rainbows in Australia and then go look up rainbows in New Jersey, they're different. Rainbows in Australia are flat. Rainbows, like in my state, New Jersey, oh, they're like, they bow. They go up in the air. They're round. They go high up in the air and curve. The ones in Australia are low and flat. That's because the firmament is lower there than it is here where I am. Where I am, it's higher. I guess in the center of the earth, the firmament is said to be 73 feet. And then from there, it tapers down. Owls for olive, all angels are creators. We all are. We are. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have different beliefs, probably. But it is beautiful, this, what we have. And it was created for us. And we're supposed to be stewards to the earth. We're supposed to take care of it, take care of the animals and birds and fish. And we don't. People are busy with politics. We should all be out building gardens and having tons and tons of pets. I love my cat more than most humans. And my cat, Rumble, came along while I was mending my heart after losing my dog and cat. Well, my cat and dog, save and keeper. Losing them was very traumatic, as is with everyone. Because there are little fur babies. They're not pets, they're little fur babies. There are babies. They're little extensions of us. And yeah, I say that Abba, Heavenly Abba, made animals first because obviously, I mean, I like animals better than I like humans, but animals make up for humans. I love animals. I'll sit outside in the chicken coop all day long if I don't have to deal with humans. I'm not trying to be rude. It just I'll go hang out with the animals and putz around with them, and that's the life. You worry about eating, drinking, sleeping, bathing, and then having fun. I like animals. I have a connection with them, I think. Yeah, the connection is they're stuck with me, but I come bearing treaties, so I'm good. Even when I take the chickens' eggs, I always bring them a treaty. Whether it's vegetation or more chicken feed, I bring them something. I forgot to get them mealworms. I'd like to be able to get them a bag of mealworms. But I want to find a different farm to buy from because I don't like the farm I've been going to lately. That one blonde haired girl there is not nice. Like, and she's a young kid, and I just don't want to deal with rude young kids that have an attitude and belittle their other coworkers. And when you ask them a question, they just stand there and go, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know." Well, go find out. That's your job. You work on a farm, right? Go find out. Hey, laser jet youngins. I was like, what? What are you trying to say? What, there's the gin here? Ah, but pour the blood of the lamb on all in Yahushua's name. Don't let those djinn run freely amok here. I don't want them here. Uh. No, no, no. Those things that the djinn do, are bad. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm. Sorry, the audacity of it. Customer service sucks so bad. When I tell them that there are fallen angels walking among us, oh, I bet they don't believe. Creating a story, we all do this. Yeah, I love animals more than like humans. I'll just come right out and say, yeah, I like animals, but they're easier to be with. You know what's important to they know what's important to life and kind of stick with it, you know. Saying we must this is why Yahweh created jinn and humans so that we would worship. Oh, no, 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 I'm not worshiping them. I bind and cast away the jinn and Yahushua Shem. They have no place here. Those genies in a bottle, they are I don't like them at all. I'm thinking of this one event in my head back in December 2014, and I remember sleeping, and all of a sudden, this djinn, this being, really tall and big, showed up. And while I'm laying there on the expensive couch I was renting, this djinn showed up. And I woke up because something had changed about my environment. I was no longer the only one on the couch or in that room, and I never invited anyone or anything in. And so there I am nestled on the couch sleeping. and this thing shows up. I wake up, and all of a sudden, this was not like your typical incubus or succubus. This thing, like when it opened up its mouth and it had like a low, lulling tone to it, but it was like a humming type of tone. And when it opened up its mouth, the only thing that came out was just blackness, like dust and ashes, like it was death coming out of its mouth. And it had, like I said, this low, lulling type of hum. But the noise that he was letting out of his mouth, it vibrated your body. Hey, Candace. Oh, I meant to call you back. I was on an interview before. I'll call you back. Totally forgot that you called. So, yes, they are. But this lulling hum, it, for lack of better terms, it was like my body went into a trance. My body was not going to be fighting. My body was relaxed. Um, it was like magic was done over me mentally. And the hum was making me feel good, but definitely altered, but in a very good state of being. And that was just from the hum. What bothered me was I felt this thing's hand was on me as it laid behind me on the couch. And I felt its hand go from my waist up to my breast. And I was fighting. And that's when I started to fight. And when I started to fight, I was like, wait, my body is relaxed. It was not even sleep paralysis. It was that my body was relaxed and I just was not going to do anything because of this humming sound. And in my head, I started saying, Yahuwah, 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 finally out my mouth. Finally, it felt like minutes. And those minutes felt like hours, but it felt like minutes. I saw his name in my head, and then finally out my mouth, I was able to say Yahusha, Yahusha, Yahusha. And this thing scrammed off of me. But what a weird experience. The thing is when this thing opened its mouth, its voice and its humming was like magic went over you. A trance went over you. You were relaxed and okay with this thing. Out of nowhere, you're just compliant because this thing is opening its mouth. It's the most nasty thing I ever saw. And all that was flashing in my head was the jinn, the jinn, the jinn. When we die, we sleep. Yeah, ghosts are demons. I think they're all bad. It's kind of like magic and music. Just because the word Christian is front of music does not mean it's good. Music is music, whether rock and roll, classic rock, punk rock, soft rock, or Christian rock. It's still rock and roll. It's still rock and roll. Same with magic. Just because white is in front of magic does not mean it's good. Magic is magic, whether white magic, black magic, gray magic, or some magic you want to make up. Magic's magic. It's all bad. Aliens. There are no good aliens. Aliens are fallen angels. There are no good fallen angels. Even if they do a good deed, it's just to distract you away from your creator, to get your worship away from your creator, who is also the same man, the same Alua as your savior. Yahusha is Heavenly Abba in human form. That's him. This Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, that's a terrible, rotten teaching. Constantine used it with the pagans when he wanted them to go from their paganism that has an unholy Trinity. There's no Holy Trinity. The Trinity's unholy, and there's no good one. He wanted them to go from their pagan beliefs over to Christianity. So to make it easier, he came up with the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yeah, six-pointed star. They summon a demon for a six-pointed star. Those six-pointed stars have nothing to do with King David or his shield. I hate when they say, oh, that's the Star of David. No, David, no. No, it's not. That's the name of Remphain. And a six-pointed star is how they summon these demons. A five-pointed star is when you draw it, you put somebody in it, and then the demon also gets in this five-pointed star. A human and a demon get inside the five-pointed star, and that's how demonic possession takes place. Go look at all your celebrities with the five-pointed star, and some of them have like their feet out, but yet their torso and arms spread into the five-pointed star. Oh, come on. It's the same difference. Okay, it's the same difference. You're in that thing. And you're probably letting demon anyway. No, all I know is Yahusha gets rid of all of those things. Yahusha gets rid of all those things. So, like, Yahusha, my Alua, gets rid of all those things. Like, and if I have a problem getting rid of them, I know to fast. And then 3 days later, 2 weeks later, however long Abba tells me to fast, I'll fast. And then I'll go back and I'll bind and cast it away in Yahusha's name. So complicated it can affect. So I have excuse me for the word I'm using, I have a biblical perspective on everything. And I want to see everything black and white for how our Creator sees it. I want his perspective. I want his opinion. I want less of me and more of him. So if that explains to you why I'm like, yes, no, this way, not that way, it's because he said he's the way, the truth, the life. So I'm living my life in his ways. And because I'm doing things his way, I want to know like how he views things, his perspective, his opinion, what he wants me to do. Sadly, I'm easily influenced by other people, and other people influence me over what I want to do. It's a fight tooth and nail just to be able to do what I want to do because everybody else wants me to do something else. Well, now I renounce me and all of them. I just want to do what Yahuwah wants me to do and live my life. So, yeah, I got a biblical perspective, but I want it. Like in the Duns, I was raised on that Egyptology and your Osiris and Ra and all that stuff. I renounce it in Yahushua's name. I bind and cast it away and rebuke it. I'm not into that. I've already been into it. It never worked. Those deities, those Elohim were never reliable. They never showed up when you needed them. They only worked some of the time. Yahusha, Messiah is there all of the time. And Yahusha is heavenly Abba, Yahuwah in human form. Yahusha came in Yahuwah's name, but we don't accept him. Other things like Jesus and JEHOVAH and YESHUA, they all came in their own names. I'm not a new believer. Okay, I'm not a new believer. I know who the imposters are. Now, a non-believer or something that's not of Heavenly Abba can in fact turn someone into a believer. But once you guys turn into a believer, that's when you start learning, hopefully first his name, then about spiritual warfare, and then hopefully you start obeying the 10 Commandments and his feasts and festivals. His feasts and festivals in Numbers 29 and Leviticus 23, they're for the people. They are for the people that say they love their Creator. They're not for the Jews. They're for the people that say they love and follow their Creator. It's not for the Jews. Why was everything turned Jew, Jew, Jew? Yahusha was Hebrew. He was born through the tribe of Judah, which was Hebrew. And I think there was one other tribe that was Hebrew too. But the other 10 tribes, they had other bloodlines in them. They were not all Jews. And were they even Jews? But the tribe of Judah was Hebrew. Yahusha was Hebrew. Yahusha spoke ancient Hebrew. There were no V's, J's, and E's when Yahusha was alive walking the face of the earth. And if there were no V's, as in victory, E's as in egghead, or J as in jackass, then there's no way possible that Yahusha was Jewish. He's Hebrew. Hebrew. You're going to tell me those Hasidic Jews, those mean, nasty people with their hair all twisted, you're going to tell me that's Abba's chosen people? No, it's not. Just because somebody's Jewish does not mean they're chosen. I can't tell you how many people I have met where they call themselves believers, but they run out to get a blood test. They find out they're Jewish, and all of a sudden they raise themselves above everybody else because now they're Jewish. They have Jewish, but so what? Yahusha was Hebrew, and he spoke ancient Hebrew. He did not speak Aramaic. His native tongue was ancient Hebrew. Yes, he knew all the languages because he's the creator in human form, but his native tongue was ancient Hebrew. And I mean, I say I know him, but I actually do know him. I know my husband. I know my husband. I know his name. People don't make him, they don't get an intimate, active relationship with him. Going to church, that's getting a religion. I'm talking about getting a real relationship with your creator. Yeah, you're going to have to read the books of the Old and New Testaments, as well as the 22 Apocrypha books that were hidden from us. But there's a lot in those 22 Apocrypha books that we need to pay attention to, because that really gives us nuts and bolts right there. It gives us parts that we need to be able to understand and comprehend our infinite creator, who's not only on the throne, but in person and in spirit, in Ruach. All in one, but just one. Yeah, that word. Hey, Nathan, how are you? I don't know. I got to be honest. That word master just does not seem to go with Yahusha. That word master seems to go with entities from the dark side, but I don't know. Although, great grand almighty I am. That's what it was. I traded in the word master for mighty. Instead of saying my great grand. No, that I do it. Great grand mighty. Oh no, I never mind. I'm talking to myself. I call him a slave. Oh boy. That's not shining a very good light on him. I'm his child and servant, but I don't feel like a slave. I know he is. I'm not trying to give you a hard time, Nathan. Excuse me. I'm not trying to give you a hard time at all. Anyway, so yeah, I'm pretty happy. You know what would make me happier? 2 scrambled eggs with cheese on a croissant and my high calorie shake. Oh, and a banana split. That requires gas and then money. All right, I can accomplish my 2 eggs with cheese on a croissant. But when I go in there to cook it, I cannot bring you with me. Because if I bring you with me, I'm going to be too loud. And I'd like to be quiet because the homeowner is home and sleeping. And I don't want my voice to carry, and I need both hands. And I'm anti-religion and religious. I'm not a Catholic. I'm not a Jew. Judaism. I'm not Taoism, I'm not Buddhist. I renounce all that stuff. I'm anti religion and anti religious. I'm a follower of Yahusha. Yahusha is my savior, who is my creator in human form, and I follow him. He's got ways, he's got commandments, he's got ordinances, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I follow him. I follow him. I listen and read the Bible for myself. I rely on him. He teaches me. Only he is my rabbi. And he also gives me dreams and visions. He gives me discernment. He gives me the gift to help other people. He lets me pray for other people and then has those prayers come true for those other people. I just, I love him. I forgot what I was saying. I totally drew a blank, but I love Yahusha. He's my golden bow, for I'm his arrow. I'm his golden arrow. Silver arrow, so hard pressed under refinement that I'm now shining his image. Forgot what I was saying. So I don't get into churchianity. I rebuke the doctrines such as the rapture doctrine, the key of David doctrine, which says that sex happened in the Garden of Eden, which is the same thing that the Freemasons believe. The covering doctrine, which says, oh, I'll take care of you. You come to me and talk to me about what you need. I'll get it. And then I'll pray to Heavenly Abba on your behalf, but you stop praying to him. Um, what other doctrines? Rapture doctrine, I already said. Key of David, covering. You have your prosperity gospel. Um, I don't do that. I don't get into any of that. I stay away from it. I do my Bibles. I do my Bible studies. Abba teaches me everything I need to know. I do it with him. I don't. I do. I will look up certain Bible studies, but I'm looking up things. But when I do, I'm looking for certain information. I'm not looking for somebody just to read the book and explain it to me. Anyway, I'm not going to be very good at explaining what it is I'm trying to articulate. Um, Stay away from Sunday worship. I've been called out of the church. I stay away from it, even though it's a lot of fun and we need fellowship. I stay away from it because, again, it's Sunday worship. Go to church, but don't do it on Sundays. When you go to church on Sundays, you're worshiping the sun. That's why it's called Sunday worship. Sunday service, because you're going to worship the sun. Our Sabbath is Saturday. You got to get to know him directly for him. He is vastly misrepresented by everybody. All these pulpits, all these so-called Christians, and all these Jews, they're all lying and they're all misrepresenting Abba. They all kill in his name. They all slap his name on lies. They all take his name and turn it into something it's not. Like, meanwhile, his name is, I'll give you an example. Yahusha is his name. It's not Jesus. It's Yahusha. And right in our commandments, it says, thou shalt not bring his name to vain. And how do you bring his name to vain? Easy. Take his name away and don't use it at all. Call him by something completely different. That's vanity. And people don't even get it. Oh, but Holly, I've just always called him. I don't care what you've always called him. Don't you have any reverence and humility before your King of Kings? You don't even care to get his name right? That's how you treat him? I would not talk to you unless you got my name right. He's forgiving, but even you're pushing the buck way too far. On the day we was born, our birthdays were supposed to fall on the same day every year, and they don't. They change every year. That's not supposed to happen. I know. That little chipmunk is sizing me up. I should go get him food. Mr. J, I don't know who that is. Oh, a JESUS? Well, so is ALLAH. You know what? I can go cook now. I think I might go cook. What are you guys doing later? Do you want to hang out again? I need some food. Now, once it gets going, I'm like ready to take off, but the owner's awake. All right, cool. Because I need food. Like, I'm really hungry. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to fill up on the shake. I'll make the egg and cheese croissant, which, and I won't be able to eat it. I'm so excited and so amped. I think it was a good interview. And I get to go back next Friday, same time. So I'm really excited. It came out really good. I'm really happy. But I should go clean up my mess too because I have a wire stretching from my room across the entire living room to the router. And still, like, for some reason, the Wi-Fi is slow. Like, the internet's slow. It's buffers. It's not quick enough for me. All right, you beautiful, fine folks. Beatrice. I'm really humbled, Beatrice. Welcome. I hope to maintain my manners at all times, even when I'm frustrated and upset and not really knowing how to word myself. I just had such a great time with Chantel doing the interview. I'm so humbled and honored. I'm really dismayed, though, that now I know my proton. I sent out 10 letters to big channels, and now they cannot even respond to me. But if they read the letter, at the end of the letter, it says hollybaglio11@gmail.com. If there's any problems, email me here. They probably never read to the end of the letter, if they even read the letter at all. And I thought it was a darn good letter. Hey, DC, thank you. Yeah, I thought it was good. I'm definitely a lot more comfortable giving my thank you, Beatrice. Yeah, I had a great time giving her my testimony. I'm happy today. Yeah, well, like if I were to go to Japan or Russia, my name they'd still call me Holly. They might take their Russian or Japanese letters and put them in an order that would possibly state how my name is pronounced, but nonetheless, they would still call me Holly. They would not translate my name into something else and start calling me Kendra or Samantha. My name would stay Holly, regardless of where I went. But for some reason, our Savior's name is translated, transliterated, dragged through the mud, changed. And apparently it doesn't matter what you call him, according to people. But according to demons, there's a name that works to get rid of them. And if we're not willing to use his name, then we're not going to be able to get rid of demons. And once we know his name, we should start using it. Like, I think people are brought here to me because, like, Heavenly Abba's refining them or Heavenly Abba's calling them. So they come here, they see my video and me, and then they're like, it doesn't matter what we call them. It's okay. It's well, the whole point's going, right past their head. Yeah. No, Abba brought you here because he's refining you and trying to get you to call him his proper name. You say you follow him. You say you love him. You say you're into him. But are you really? Because he brought you here to learn his proper name, But all you're doing is throwing excuses at me, and worse off, you're telling me it doesn't matter. And everybody else in my chat room is seeing you say his name doesn't matter. What message are you sending? Because that's not a message that's found in our scripture. What our scripture says, what Abba said was, if you find somebody that's speaking a message you can't find in here, get them out of your village. Do not entertain them. Get rid of them. Expose them and expel them. Don't listen to it. That's not me saying it. Don't get mad at me. That's him. I'm just trying to follow his ways. Hey, you can do whatever you want, but I'm going to go do what he wants. And that's the beauty of free will, right? But to tell other people, okay, that was me, Sterling. Excuse me, that was me. But what if you're wrong? What if once you die on Judgment Day, you get in front of him and he goes, listen, my name mattered the whole entire time, but you never bothered to ask me if it mattered. And you went around and told a whole bunch of other people it doesn't matter. So then they didn't care about my name. And they were misled because of it. They started to listen to a different voice because of that. Meanwhile, my voice all along has been saying, my name is Yahuwah, use it. Don't shy away. Don't hide me. Don't be embarrassed of me. Use my name. You're my child. You're my servant, but you won't use my name. You'll use titles. Well, everybody's got a mom, but I guess only the kids that are proud of their mom will use their mother's name. Like my grandma, Millie Gabery. Yeah, what stands her out and what stands her apart from the rest of the grandmothers is that I said her name. And the only way we can honor someone is to say their name. So you don't even want to say your Savior and Creator's proper name. So you don't even want to honor it. Right off the bat, you don't even want to honor it. And see, people come here because Abba's refining them. And I might know something that Abba wants them to know. But instead of learning it, instead they debate me and tell me I'm wrong and it doesn't matter. Boy, you know, they got some pretty big cojones to say that his name doesn't matter and run around and tell everybody else it doesn't matter. I can personally tell you, I went before him and I asked him, what's your name? And he told me his name and he told me to use it. I know it matters. Have you personally gone before him? Or are you just going, oh, Holly, I'm just used to calling him this. It's okay. He knows. Yeah. Well, you're just saying, Heavenly Father, blah, blah, blah. The kingdom of darkness has a whole bunch of fathers that are willing to answer. But he knows I'm talking to him. Yeah, but the kingdom of darkness does not know. They think you're talking to them. They want you to be talking to them. They're going to answer you as if you're talking to them, even though you're not. If I were you, I'd be a lot more poignant. I mean, when you call your friend, you don't just call, hey, friend, what are you doing? No, you go, hi, can I speak to Holly? Ah, hey, Holly, it's good to talk to you. So you're willing to do that for me, but not for your creator. And meanwhile, he created you. I haven't done anything for you. He created you and died for you, but you don't care about those formalities. They don't matter. Okay. All right. I want to see you tell him on Judgment Day how his name doesn't matter. You didn't get it right, and you ran around and told a bunch of other people it doesn't matter either. Because you're now his mouthpiece. I'd be really certain if I were you that his name does not matter before you run around making excuses and telling others it doesn't matter either. That could be very detrimental to your eternal destination. You know, and I just said why. You tell people, oh, his name doesn't matter. And meanwhile, he's leading people to get his name proper and to get it right because he's refining them. He's drawing these people closer to him. How are you going to be intimate with somebody you don't even know the name of? You know the name of your spouse, but not your creator, and you want to say that you have a relationship with them. Not to me, you don't. And he tells me, I'll know you by your fruits. And I see how you treat him, and that's not okay. I don't know. Guys, your excuses don't fly with me. Maybe they'll work with Abba, but I'm not the one you have to prove yourself to, and I'm not asking you to. I'm not looking for your repentance. I'm already currently busy repenting for my own life before Yahuwah. You're welcome to do it on your own next to me, but I'm already busy repenting. So I'm not judging you. I'm not criticizing you. I'm already busy doing my own thing. Turkish, beautiful lady. Properly for respect, for honesty too. I really appreciate it. Or to gruel, you know. I'm sorry I'm not pronouncing your name properly, but it's nice to meet you and thank you for being kind to me. Yeah, I definitely have a biblical perspective on things. But I did ask him his name and he did tell me to use it. But yeah, when I heard people calling him Jesus, I was like, that doesn't seem right. Is that really your name? Because I don't think it's your name. And God, what's that? That's a title. I really wanted to be his kid and I really wanted to be his servant. And I felt that to be his kid and to be his servant, I might really need to know his name. Because knowing his name would prove that I met him, right? That I'm on a personal basis with them, right? Because I know his personal name. And then when I speak Heavenly Abba and then say Yahuwah, YHWH, everybody knows who I'm talking about. There's no question. Even from the kingdom of darkness, there's no question because I used his name. But in using his name, I also honored it. And I really want my Heavenly Abba, I want my Creator to feel love. Not only, and to know that he's loved by me, but to feel it. And he tells us the only way, if if we love him, we'll obey him. So I'm trying to obey him. Thank you for yeah, he's the real example. He came to earth, was born, and he lived by example so that we would too. And that's why I say those feasts and festivals, they're for us who say we follow him, because we should be doing the same things he did when he was alive. And if he was here, he'd be doing those same things now. So we should be doing them too. And I just mean to encourage everybody to be and stay on the narrow path. It does matter. He matters. You matter. And I love you guys with different pronunciation from different religion. I accept because I know you're calling me with your own language. Right? My name pronounced Ertugrul. Thank you so much, Ertugrul. Ertugrul. Thank you so much. I will remember that. Ertugrul. So the G is silent. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I was not saying your name properly before. All right, you beautiful fine folks. Thanks for putting up with me. I'm gonna go use some of my amped energy and go make my breakfast. I have not eaten today, so I think we're already at lunch. I got 2 meals to make up for. All right, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.